Welcome, and thank you for taking the time to learn about the CPL range of van-mounted access platforms. These units are the only fully type-approved van mounts in the UK and are supported by the vehicle manufacturer as approved conversions. In this video, we'll show you the correct procedure for safe setup and deployment, correct and safe operation of the controls, and emergency recovery procedures. Safe setup and deployment. On arrival at site, please make sure you check your surroundings for any hazard, including ground conditions, and deploy any roadworks guarding or other health and safety equipment as necessary. Once satisfied that you are safe, from the cab, ensure the handbrake is fully engaged and the PTO and necessary beacons from the console and the dash are working. If you drop the handbrake while the engine is running and the PTO is engaged, you will hear a warning buzzer on the units fitted with outriggers. On the units with no outriggers, the PTO will automatically disengage. Depending upon the model type and configuration, you will now either deploy the legs from the basket, deploy the legs from the cab, or deploy the wheel chocks, and then proceed to the basket. Once in the basket, ensure the door is closed and locked. Connect your harness to the anchor loops provided, and before deploying the basket, please ensure you have the amber light to show the outriggers are unstowed, and the two green lights to show you have ground contact with these outriggers. All of our machines are equipped with an engine start-stop control, an emergency stop button which must be twisted to release after pressing, and a basket trim function. Once settled and all functions appear in order, check your surroundings again to make sure that you're safe to deploy the boom. Our latest control box is a two-handed operation for safety and allows the operator to pick a function and then use the throttle joystick to control the speed. There is also an emergency battery system shown here for use if the hydraulic systems encounter a fault. Each machine is fitted with a tilt sensor and an audible alarm. If this is triggered, please recover the boom and check the safe setup again. It is the responsibility of the operator to carry out a full risk assessment before and during use of the machine at each site, in case an emergency procedure is required. The main emergency functions. In the basket, you can use the emergency battery function in 30-second blasts to recover yourself to dock. The lower controls are made available by switching the system from upper to lower controls. The control box has a master control button which must be engaged with the function controls. This control box also has an emergency stop function, engine start-stop, and emergency battery function. It also has the emergency override function, allowing you to override the basket control system and the boom limitation system to enable ground staff to recover their colleague fully. In the unlikely event of the regular systems failing, you can manually override the hydraulic controls from the knuckle. Safely using a ladder to climb up to the side of the van, remove the 4 holding screws and take off the knuckle cover. Identify the proportional valve. It's the larger of the valve controls located at the bottom of the knuckle. Fully screw this in to create the override. Then, in the operator's manual, identify which valves you need to adjust in order to safely recover the boom. Once safely returned to the ground or dock, ensure all controls are returned to their original positions. The CPL van-mounted access platform range encompasses booms from 9 metres working height to 15 metres working height and comes fully type approved as a standard van and as a cut alternative to maximise payload in this 3.5 tonne segment. There are a plethora of options which we make bespokely for key industries such as internal ladder storage for telecoms and utility markets and basket tool trays for street lighting and telecommunications, along with the more regular options of roof beacons, polyflooring and lining seen within this video across our different models.